Hello, everyone. I'm Laura Lydell, the social media manager for the Pikes Peak Breastfeeding Coalition. We are excited to be hosting another Big Latch On event. Although this year we cannot get together in person, we want to make this virtual experience better by posting interactive posts through the week and some videos. All those who join the Big Latch On and interact on our posts this week will be entered in to win a gift. Please remember to register to the event so we can send the Zoom link and password to join us. If you're not able to join us on Zoom, you can also join us on Facebook on our event page, as we will be posting on there as well. We do need you to register, that way your latch will be counted. So I'm on here just to share with you all something that I had to overcome with my breastfeeding journey. We all have different things that had an impact on us in our breastfeeding journey. For me, it was breastfeeding while on active duty in the Army. I was stationed in Germany when I had my son. I had great support from the lactation consultants and the mom-to-mom certified lactation counselors. But when I had to go back to work, it was a little difficult to get used to the long hours away from my son and all the pumping that came with it. I'd say the key to successful breastfeeding in the military is definitely communication. I found out that I needed to communicate with supervisors of my own and supervisors that were not mine that I interact with daily. Most of the supervisors were not aware that the Army does have a breastfeeding policy, which states that breastfeeding moms must have a place to pump besides the bathroom, with a place to store their milk. It also states that time allowance to pump can vary per breastfeeding dyad, per the mom and baby's needs. This states around 2 to 3 hours for 15 to 30 minutes, as most people recommend 20 minutes for pumping. It allows for that. For me, I kept the breastfeeding policy in my uniform. I definitely recommend it for any active duty military breastfeeding moms. You never know who you're going to come in contact with that may not be educated on the policy or support it. You also may come in contact with other moms who aren't aware of it and need the support from just another local military mom. So, I mean, the communication is a great part, but knowing how to pump. Pumping is something that most people don't want to do. It's stressful, it's annoying, you have to clean your parts, you always have to pump at a certain time and for a certain length, and then you're staring at how much milk you're getting, and it's just very stressful. For me, my favorite thing was to hands-on pumping, and it has been found to actually help moms express more milk. And that's, you're just holding the pump flanges and pushing down on your breast and massaging as you go. That way, and if you feel little lumps, you can massage those lumps to help those drain, because they're all little milk making cells inside your breast. So if you just massage on those different areas, it helps. And I really found that I got a lot more milk by doing that. I also found watching videos of my son and looking through pictures during that time to kind of just help that milk, that love hormone, to start pumping through your veins. That way, oxytocin starts flowing, and then it helps your milk release more easily. So with communicating and hands-on pumping and just reminding myself of my son and not being so focused on how much is coming out of my breast, that's a big thing. Don't stare at your milk coming out and being disappointed that you're not getting as much as you think you need. You may get 1 ounce, you may get 3, you may get 5. It all depends, and it all depends on the time of the day. For me, I was pumping for about 12 hours a day from around 5 in the morning to 6, so, a little extra, and that gets stressful, but with all that time and just trying to find a plan that works for you, I pumped every 3 hours. I took the 30 minutes. I made sure I cleaned my stuff. I had a fridge. I labeled all of my breast milk, and it worked out. I was able to stay in the military and breastfeed my son for a little bit over a year. I ended up getting out shortly after my son turned 1, and I continued breastfeeding till he was 2. Um, it was an experience that I'll always remember, and I'm glad that I went through it, and it made me appreciate breastfeeding so much more. I appreciated all the breastfeeding professionals that helped me along the way as well. I was not as passionate about it as I am now, seeing how a certified lactation counselor could come over and just do one little thing and just change my world was amazing. And the Army has that support for you. So if you need help, if you have questions, if you need someone to talk to, definitely reach out, because there is help. There are resources for those who are active duty. They even have a new t-shirt to help moms pump more easily so they don't have to hike their shirt all the way. It has it's just like a maternity blouse where you can easily pump or breastfeed. There's also lactation consultants available to you. The military pays for those, and they are usually at the hospital here in Fort Carson in Colorado Springs. We have 2 amazing full-time lactation consultants that are always there to help. The Army also pays for breast pumps and pump supplies, so bags, tubing, flanges, all the little things that go with pumping, all those expenses. The military helps pay for them. Yeah, so that was my experience with breastfeeding in the Army. It was a great experience. It was stressful, but amazing. I will share a link for the breastfeeding policy. That way, if any moms here would like that, they can pull it up, print it out, put it in your uniform, and tell them that you have a right to pump. Okay? I can also post the pumping shirt for you guys. That way you guys can help you guys find it. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope this helped you guys, and I'd love to hear any of your guys' experiences that you had to overcome with breastfeeding or pumping or anything along those lines, chest feeding, supplemental feeding. You go for it. You tell me. All right. Well, we hope to see you on Saturday, August 1st at 10 o'clock. Please register, and I will post that link for you guys here as well. Thank you.